Yes, welcome back to the Levitical Room, and my name is DICKSON Guilllaume. I am your host, and I want to thank you again for just being here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time you're watching this video. I don't know what time you're watching this video, but whenever or wherever around the world you're watching, how are you doing? Well, today I have a wonderful guest for the Levitical Room, and she is someone that I've been watching for such a long time. And just for you guys to understand what the Levitical Room is, I just want to just share different people that I know and share what they do and share their experience, and they could talk, have like a get to know, like up close and personal. That's it, up close and personal with these different artists and creative people. It's not just singers, but it can be musicians, anybody that's creative that I think you should meet or that you should know. You will see them here on the Levitical Room. Right now we have our special guest that's here today, and her name is none other than Beverly Burton. How are you?
I'm good.
How's everything?
Everything is everything.
Thank you so much for being here today. You look wonderful as usual.
Oh, thank you. I receive it.
You look beautiful as usual, So I was talking to some friends of mine about how gifted you were. I've watched you do things from piano to cello. You still play the cello?
I do.
You do?
I do. And I actually have a cello teacher.
Oh, really?
Yes.
A cellist?
A cellist.
All right.
Yeah. A cello teacher.
Your cellist. The cello teacher is a cellist.
Yes, she is a cellist.
She is a
Absolutely.
cellist. I need a cellist. I need a cellist. Cello. I need one of those too.
Yes,
I've thought about getting one of those instruments.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I know, I can imagine.
Just to be able to like hold it and just play, it's like you become one with the instrument.
I watch people play and the way they move and it's nice. I like it a lot.
All of that.
I like it a lot. So I've been watching how you've been playing different instruments. You play guitar too?
One song.
One song?
Yeah. I don't even have time to pour into the guitar, but.
In guitar, you don't need to know how to play it. Like, you just play 3 chords.
Right.
That's a whole song.
Right. Entire song.
Entire song.
Bridge,
Who is Beverly Burton?
Whew. Beverly Burton is someone who likes to have fun.
Oh.
You know, someone who likes to just take in the moment and just give. I like to give. I like to teach, I like to learn, I like to do things that interest me. You know, like it might not be on the beaten path, but I'm like, if that interests me, like for instance, the cello. I love to do things that interest me. So that's who Beverly Burton is. She's just a person who likes to soak up life as long as I can, you know, so.
I like the fact that you sing and play. And sometimes you don't have to depend on nobody to play for you. Just get a piano right there, boom, you just sing and play, and you do it well.
Thank you.
What else do you do? What else do you like? Are you still learning? Are you still teaching? Or what is it?
I feel like, yeah, I'm a teacher, so I am a teacher. I love teaching. That's like one of my side passions, but I do love teaching. I love education because I feel like once you are educated, you could do anything. So that's why I like to teach piano. I also teach voice. Growing up with my experience in the church where it's just sing for Jesus. You don't even know how to,
Just sing for the glory of God.
Right, and then ending up with a vocal injury in 2010.
Whoa.
For me, that was just like, I don't want anybody to have to go down that path.
Tell us about that.
Oh man, so I was teaching in the Board of Education, which was off the path that I know that God had called me to, which is my singing ministry, just music ministry. But your family encourages you to kind of get a degree in something that's safe or that's, that could stand the test of time, which is just like, okay, whatever God calls you to, you stand the test of time. So I went into teaching, and I was singing, and not singing properly. So with all of that combination in that, concentrated time, I ended up with a vocal injury.
Wow.
Yeah, so I couldn't sing. I probably had 2 notes in my vocal register. That was the most frustrating time that I have ever been through.
Yo, I don't know what I would do if I had a vocal injury, because I do voiceovers as well. So imagine you having a vocal injury, you can't speak. Did you have to go on silent?
I did. I had to go on vocal rest for a long time. I was on steroids because it was just swollen. So you're trying to teach, right? This 9 to 5 that I have is what is, it continues to set me back every time I try to heal. So, you're yelling at the kids, you're singing, and nothing's getting better. So I was on steroids for a minute. That wasn't helping. The vocal rest kind of was helping, but then how long can you really do vocal rest for when you're a teacher?
Wow.
And I was teaching privately at that time too.
Really?
So, but yeah, I got through it. How did I get through it? I got through it because Gwendolyn Corvin. So I looked up online a vocal doctor, because Dr. Wu was a good vocal doctor. He wanted to hit surgery right away, but he wasn't a singer's vocal doctor. And I was extremely concerned about that, because I'm just like, you can get scar tissue from these different surgeries or whatever. And Dr. Corvin was just like, she is Celine Dion's vocal doctor. So she was expensive off the rip. Like, just to see her was like $900.
What?
To look down my throat without a picture. So I didn't even get to take home a picture, because that was like,
Open up, $900. Ka-ching.
Period. Every time I opened it up, $900. But so I saw her. She was so gracious, and she was like, surgery would be the last resort. So I remember around that time I had a concert, Beverly Burton's Inner Voice, and Traces participated, just other people who just participated and shared in that moment, singing my songs that I had written, because clearly I can't sing them.
Right. Oh,
and I remember
man.
starting to kind of feel better. And the night before the actual concert, we were in rehearsal, and I was trying to sing out a part, and then all of a sudden the room just went silent. I'm talking, I'm singing, and then I just can't hear nothing anymore. But it really wasn't the room that went silent. It was the cyst on my vocal cord that had ruptured. So it's like, forget surgery now. It ruptured itself. So they would have drained it, but now it just ruptured itself.
Wow.
So that even set me back even more, because now you have, it's like popping a pimple on your vocal cord.
Right.
So, went through that whole process. She was still gracious. I went to vocal therapy to learn how to talk and stuff like that, but it was so expensive. My insurance didn't cover it.
Right.
So I was just like, listen, let me pick up a book and learn how to do something myself. You know what I'm saying? And I started to kind of get better. And then when I went to her for the last visit, she was just like, your voice is healing nicely. She was like, but for the rupture that you had, I expected more scar tissue. So she was like, well, you would have to continue to work with your voice, get a teacher, and see how far you can go. So to be able to still sing in this time, I'm just like, God, thank you, because it could have been worse.
That's right.
Legit could have been worse.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a whole
I can
experience.
imagine.
Yeah.
How did your faith play? What did your faith play in all that process?
I feel like that was the first experience where my faith was tested, like for real, like in an adult stage. My dad passed away when I was 12, so I feel like as kids, our faith is tested, but we're not as aware. You know what I'm saying? That we are going through a test because we're kids and we're trying to process the world. But in that situation, it was a mess. I feel like one day I had faith, that the next day I was mad, because things were just continuously happening. Like, this was a process of like 2 years.
Oh.
It wasn't just like, oh yeah, it happened today and then 2 months later it's resolved. Like, this is a process of ups and downs, because even when the cyst had ruptured and I started to sing again, I would not want to sing.
Yeah.
I'd be up there because my desire was to be up in front, but then I would be scared, because I'm like, oh my God, what if my voice just leaves me, because it ain't stable right now. So I'd get up there, first verse, we cruising, get to the second verse, it's like a landslide. I start getting extremely raspy, and I'm just fighting against my cords just swelling in the moment.
Wow.
So I became extremely insecure about my voice, even after it was healed, because I just knew that there was a time when my voice wasn't there for me.
Wow.
No matter what I did, so.
Wow. Have you done any music videos, anything like that?
In terms of what?
Like music video. What's your latest song?
Oh, okay. That kind of video. So my latest music video that I did is called Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And what is that about?
It's about nothing being too hard for God.
Nothing. It's about
nothing.
nothing.
It's about nothing, right? So
Nothing
nothing being too hard for God.
Amen.
Nothing catching God by surprise. Nothing that He already does not know. So basically it's about just going with it because God got you. And I think that experience right there, even though I went through it a hot mess, it taught me that at the end of the day,
That's right.
he's still gonna be there. So you ride in the waves with God, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna make it through.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it's uncomfortable, but you're gonna make it. So
It's called
nothing.
Nothing. I want to play that video. Can I play that video? I'm gonna play that video, okay?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play that video for you guys, so check this out. And after that, we're gonna come back and talk more with Beverly. But check out this video, Nothing by Beverly Burton. Check it out.
Standing in your problem, wondering if he's heard you. He's heard it all, and he's working it out for your good. Standing in your problem, and you're wondering if he sees you. He sees it all, and he's working it out as it should, 'cause he knows the plans he has for your love, and it will prosper you. He takes the good and he takes the bad to elevate you. Someone say nothing, nothing, nothing's too hard, because great is, someone say great is our God, great is our God, because I have tried him and I know him. Nothing is too hard, nothing's too hard, 'cause great is our God, great is our God, great is our God. Oh, I can testify that he knows the plans that he has for you, and it will prosper you. He takes the good and he takes the bad to elevate you. Someone say that there is nothing, there is nothing, nothing's too hard for all the good that he's done in my life. Great is our God. Oh, he may not come when you want him, but he's always on time. Nothing's too hard. Oh, 'cause great is, someone say great is our God. Oh.
Wow, that was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I poured
That was-
all of my experiences into that
That
one
was
video.
awesome. That was amazing. Man, I'm really like, can I tell you this? I'm a fan.
Oh man, thank
I'm
you.
well, you know what? I'm gonna say that because anyone who I asked to come to the Levitical room, I'm a
You're a fan of, absolutely.
I'm a
I
fan
get
of,
it.
and I guess I could tell that to everyone that comes here that I'm a fan, and I'm truly a fan because one, you're authentic, two, you're skilled. A lot of people are not, they're not as serious about their craft to be skilled. And that's one thing. The Bible says that the temple musicians were skillfully taught.
Yeah.
When the musicians was called to cast out demons, they were skilled. David was a skilled musician, a skilled musician. So it's important that you are skilled in what you do, and you know what it is that God called you to do. That way that way when you move, you can move in confidence. And confidence. What is your cup of tea as far as music is concerned? Your favorite, okay, let's do this. Your favorite female artist?
Ooh, my favorite female artist.
Doesn't matter what genre.
Okay, doesn't matter what genre. Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill, I love her.
Lauryn
you know.
Hill. I went to a Lauryn Hill concert. My brother played drums for
Okay.
Fugees.
Okay.
So they were over at South Street Seaport. And I went there. I was like, man, I'm amazed at this group. This group is so dope.
Yeah.
Favorite male artist?
Who? Chandler Moore.
Chandler Moore?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like his energy. I like his spirit. I like I feel when he sings.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even though there are other things that I like about other male artists and other female, but those were the two where it's just like Lauren for the experience of her music, her lyrics, and then Chandler because he's just so passionate about his thing. You know what I'm saying?
If you could have a recording with one. With one artist.
Be like,
if you could have
like the Trinity, like 3 make 1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you could have a recording with just one artist, who would that artist be and why?
man, I think it would be. It's gonna be weird because I have so many other names, but I think it would be Todd Dulaney.
Todd Dulaney.
Yeah, I feel like his voice it speaks, like it's so melodical. It's so like, it has a message behind it. Like it's so easy. It's so, and I like his music because his music is free to me. So I think it would be Todd Dulaney. Like I just like his vibe.
Yeah, he's a real down to earth guy too.
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but
he's real down.
I'll take your word for it.
real down to earth guy. Let me ask you one more question. Are you married?
I am not married.
What?
Dixon, do not even.
She's not married.
Do not play. Do not play. Okay.
You're not married.
No.
How do you date? You date? Well, no, I don't. You're not married.
I can't. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going. Let's go for this.
No, I was saying. I don't want to. Are you dating?
Am I dating? Yeah.
Okay.
I think more casually than serious. Like I'm not in a seriously committed relationship. I'm just dating. Getting to know people. Getting to know guys.
So you would fall under. It's complicated?
Absolutely not. I don't do complicated. If it's complicated, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like I reserve that for somebody else.
Complicated. Oh, it's
I
not,
don't
it's
do
not
complicated.
Not complicated. Not complicated thing. How do you think you'll be able to balance ministry and relationship? Do they go hand in hand? Is it important? Okay. Is it important? All right.
No, absolutely not. Ministry is not, and relationship is not important. What's important to me is how the relationships function on a personal level. Like, am I happy in the relationship? Am I satisfied in the relationship? Is this a friend, a confidant in the relationship? Are they easygoing? Do they always want drama? Because I feel like who we are as people reflects in our ministry. When I'm in a bad relationship, my ministry suffers because of it. When I'm in a healthy relationship, even if it's a friendship, where it's just like, it's flowing, everything's good, you know what I'm saying, whatever, my ministry begins to thrive because of it. So I don't think that I need someone who's into ministry. I need someone who's into just having good relationships.
Okay, I'm trying to process all that.
Got you.
It's like so many mixed messages there.
You think so?
Because
okay.
I believe that it's extremely important that whoever that I marry is someone who understands ministry. Because someone can come into your life, they can either make you or break you. They could either pull you away from your ministry, or they could enhance your
But
ministry.
remember when you said that when you know who you are, you're confident about your ministry. When I know who I am,
but
nobody can pull me away from that. The only thing that would pull me away from is drama and distractions. You know what I'm saying? Even if my man is not into ministry and he makes me happy, that's all I need is just a happy environment to be able to thrive in. He doesn't need to be doing the same thing I'm doing.
Like for instance, I think that someone that I get involved with will help me, will enhance my ministry.
Respect.
But I think the helpmate, when it comes to the word helpmate, that is just what it is. Helpmate. Someone that's going to help you.
I don't know. I could hire people.
Cannot be.
I could hire people to help me. Listen,
what?
I've been in situations where someone is musically inclined with me or on the same page, but because they were causing, or because, I won't even blame anybody, but because our interactions were very tumultuous or very just dramaful for no reason, it didn't matter how much music and ministry we had together. We couldn't even get together on that level to do ministry because the relationship wasn't healthy. So for me, I'm more interested in a healthy relationship than I am in looking for someone who is going to be equally yoked with me on a ministry level. Because again, like I said, I'm single. I'm not even in a relationship, but if I need something done, I'm not running to a relationship to find someone to do it with me. I'm gonna say, let me hire somebody, because it's just more important for me to run into a healthy person than to choose somebody because they can help me.
Okay, I hear what you say. I really, truly, and honestly hear what you say, but I disagree.
Okay.
The reason why I disagree is because I think it's important that the woman that,
that's
the woman that comes into my life will be the helpmate, because there's some things that I can't do. Even though that I've done a lot of things. I've accomplished a lot of things, and to God be the glory. But I think with the right woman, I'll accomplish more.
I'm not a fan of that theology, because
Really?
I'm not saying that someone can't come into your life to help you. But I think that when you intentionally look for someone to help you, that's not a great premise for me to start on. Starting on just pouring into each other as people and seeing each other as people first, because a lot of people will get into ministry and all you see is the ministry. People miss each other because they see the ministry. So I'm not saying that one is excluded from the other. It's a beautiful thing to have both, but I think that when I'm looking for someone or when I'm gonna bump into somebody, I'm not out there like, all right, oh, I like that guy because, oh, he a preacher. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can help each other. I'm like, who is he as a person first?
Yeah, I agree.
Is he funny? Can we just sit in the room and just enjoy each other?
Okay, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I agree with you when it comes to that. But I'm talking about, listen, okay, we have a good conversation, we hang out, we have fun. Now I have to think about ministry. Now, can you cover me?
But here's the thing. Say I'm like, okay, Dixon, it's me and you, but I'm not into ministry. But guess what? When you wake up from your bed, there's a meal prepared for you on the table. That's gonna make your that's gonna start your day right.
Yes, it's the truth.
When you get home, it's gonna be peace. Oh, you need me to push an email for you? I got you. But I might not be able to get deep into your ministry, but I can buffer the way that you do ministry. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, I guess I have to agree to disagree.
No, that's
because
fine.
I totally
and what you want for your life is
right.
And I've been in relationships where I've been with someone who we were doing ministry, but when I got out of the relationship, it had nothing to do with us. Everything was about like what we were doing on the main stage, you know?
Well, mine is different because I've been in a relationship where we gel, we have fun, but when it comes to ministry,
Gotcha.
I didn't get that push.
So I guess it just depends on
I didn't get that cover, and that's important to me. Not to say, well, I could say, well, I don't need her to cover, to be there. No, man, because you're going to need it. When I'm out there, they go out there and minister. I'm coming home to be ministered to. Amen. Hallelujah.
You don't need that.
But on the same time, I'm going to need someone who's going to be like, okay, covering the ministry. I'm watching, being the, the watch over. God is the watch of your ministry. I understand.
No, I wasn't gonna say God, but I was gonna say you could hire people for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel like.
All right. It's the Lord's battle. I can't.
You said it's the Lord's battle?
It's the Lord's.
No, it's the Lord's battle.
No, it's the Lord's battle. I can't win with you. I can't win. So I want you to try.
It's not to win. I think that depending on where you're coming from, it's depending on what you're gonna need. So I can't say that you don't need what you need. You need it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just need something good to come home to. I hire a secretary. I hire a team to do the lighting.
Listen, here in the Levitical room, right, we have this thing where, I know I'm trying to show something real quick.
No, that's fine.
We have this thing where we have people sing live. Can you bless us?
Of course.
Oh, yes! We can bless us with live music.
With live music.
Piano music, just whatever you want to do.
Okay.
We're going to come right back.
Yes,
and Beverly's gonna come and she's gonna sing for us live how we do it here all the time. No record and then do video. No, you're gonna see live ministry, live performance of our artists here at the Levitical Room. And today, you're going to be blessed with
Amen.
Beverly Burton. Be right back.
I don't have to lose, I can win. With a God who's greater than I, greater than I. And when the battle gets tough, I can rest, knowing that He'll never, ever leave my side, knowing that You never leave my side. You are my God, and I hide beneath Your shadow. You're a mighty warrior, my shield and defense. You go before me in my hardest battle. He's undefeated. 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 And since You so am I, and since You have won, so have I, so have I, and since You are great, so have I, so have I, and since You have won, oh God, so have I, 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 so have I.